All right, guys. So for the last 2 to 4 weeks, I've been ranking for some ridiculous terms with Amazon listings. All right. So this isn't one of those easy to make money. This is like more for client work, or if you have an Amazon listing, if you sell on Amazon, this would be very relevant to you. All right. For the next couple minutes, I'm gonna eat some creatine plus report my numbers from the day before. If you guys aren't into that, simply skip on ahead using that YouTube progress bar. Also, today, no plugs today. I know you guys like that. If you like that, go ahead and comment Amazon SEO for the YouTube algo. Anyways, let's get it going. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Friday, everyone. Remember, if you guys want outsized returns, you got to put in outsized effort. So Weekend Warrior, your week starts now. Here we go. All right, so yesterday we did $998 in total revenue, down $100 from the day before. We have Amazon coming in at $175, Mediavine at $114, and the total revenue source at $709. Let's get on with the episode, guys. All right, so if you sign up for the first link in the YouTube description, you get sent the URL to this sheet. Today's October 10th, episode 661, titled Google Hates This Amazon SEO Trick. Amazon SEO, if I repeat it a couple times, it'll help me rank for that keyword. Anyways, let's get it going. Today is one of those days where you want to definitely sign up because I have the complete SOP. I wrote it down. I don't know why I'm doing this for you guys, but I am. Here we go. So, ranking an Amazon listing on Google. There's a couple requirements, all right? So we do this for a ton of clients right now. Billing, I mean, I'll look right now. How much did we bill last month? Billing, holy cow, last month was a crazy month. $71K a month servicing Amazon clients. All right, $71K. One of them is like I think it's like 40%. It's one client, massive client. All right, so your boy knows what they're talking about, and yeah, the requirements we check every single time is one, they must rank on the front page of Amazon for their respective keyword. Let me give you an example. All right. So if I go to amazon.ca, okay, and I search up like, I don't know, teleprompter, they need to be on this page. It's because it has something to do with, I don't know, we just tested this. All right. Because if they're not a top seller, meaning they don't have enough like traffic on that page, the signals aren't there. Okay, that's it. And on the front page of Google, is there another Amazon listing? If there is, the likelihood of outranking them is very high. Why am I saying this? All right, so you guys don't know this, but typically on the front page of Google, Google selects and chooses one URL from the domain. That's just how it works. I don't know why. It's very, very, I mean, I think I've never seen it. They've never shown one Amazon listing for a top level keyword. For example, the example I'll be showing you guys right after I give the whole SOP is spirulina powder. For the keyword spirulina powder, it will never have more than two or more than one Amazon listing on the front page of Google. However, if you search spirulina powder Amazon, obviously it'll be served more because of the intent, right? I think Google wants to show more variation on the front page of Google. They don't really want to just show like 10 Amazon links, right? So that's it. Next up, does an Amazon search result page show up on Google? If yes, likelihood of ranking is medium. So medium likelihood, meaning they kind of show it's like a search result page. I can show you guys later, but I think a search result page example is if you search up protein powder. That's typically always a search result page, and that's because it's a super competitive keyword. They typically tend to show search result pages. So it'll look like this. All right. So if you hover over it, you'll notice it's a protein powder page. And if I click it, it looks like this. All right. That's also why I said your Amazon listing needs to be ranking on this page. If it isn't, it's very hard to outrank the search result page. However, if you're on this page, it's much easier. Much easier. If there's no Amazon search result page for your target keyword, nor is there an Amazon listing, it's a very low likelihood of ranking. All right, very low. We've done it before when people insist, but it's just lower. All right, I'm just keeping it a buck with you guys. And for the OGs of the channel, you probably have seen this episode. I think it's like episode 50 where I did it, but that was a banger. All right, the amount of clients I got from that video, because I show everyone everything, right, like step by step, but they're just like, all right, Jackie, we'll hire you to handle it. Next up, after you check the requirements, they meet all of it. What you need to do is fix their onsite SEO, meaning you just throw into like Neuron Writer and optimize. All right, it's super simple. Neuron Writer is just like an on-site SEO. Like you just have to mention a couple keywords a couple times, type stuff like that. Very one common mistake is you have to make sure there's no duplicate content. So I know a lot of Amazon sellers are lazy. So what they do is they just move the Amazon listing description from the Amazon listing to their Shopify site, and then they just call it a day. That's going to make it harder, slightly harder, but I've seen it rank also. It's not really that big of a deal. Now, the SOP for ranking, okay? So besides the on-site SEO, the on-page SEO, I'll talk about that when I'm giving an example. But the SOP goes like this. First off, you build backlinks. We build typically anywhere from 10 to 100 backlinks on an Amazon listing. And yes, you can go super aggressive on the anchors because it's an Amazon listing. They don't get penalized. Google doesn't want that smoke with Amazon. All right. Imagine they penalize Amazon. No way. All right. So they're already whitelisted. So you can blast them to the high heavens. Meaning, if we're trying to rank for Spirulina powder, we can do Spirulina powder, Spirulina Amazon, Spirulina powder Amazon as anchors. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go search up picking your anchors, indexy, and I do an episode on that. After you build anywhere from 10 to 100 backlinks, you wait 2 to 4 weeks. Then browser blast. All right. If you guys don't know what browser blast is, I'll include my niche edit service plus browser blast service in the comment section. But browser blast has been our secret weapon. In the past, we just did fix onsite, build backlinks, and we just prayed to God it would rank. Our hit rate was high. It was like 60 to 80% if there was another Amazon listing, because the link trajectory just goes crazy, right? It just goes absolutely bonkers. So with browser blast, guys, our hit rate has been like in the 90s. If there's another Amazon listing on Google, all right, that's it. You wait a week. If the rankings aren't there, tier the backlinks in step 3, meaning you tier the niche edit backlinks with additional backlinks. If you guys need help with that, just DM me on X. Wait 2 to 4 weeks. If you still don't rank, repeat steps 3 to 9. But what I want you guys to do before you repeat the steps is check how many backlinks are on the front page of Google, like that listing on the front page of Google. If there aren't that many, then just leave it. All right. As much as I want to take your money selling you services, just leave it. All right. A lot of our clients, what happens is if after a month they don't rank, I just say, stop. Let's let it simmer for 2 to 3 months. We'll revisit it. And then what they'll see is they'll start ranking all of a sudden. All right. Sometimes it's delayed. It's totally normal. And after that, the initial ranking, we've seen a client just reach out to me after 4 years. 4 years ago, they did 1 month of service. I did follow this SOP to a T, and they've been ranking number 1 for like a 50K a month search volume keyword, top level, like Spirulina. It would be equivalent to Spirulina powder, but way more search volume. All right. They ranked for 4 years and they just dropped out after 4 years. And then they DM me. They're like, yo, Jackie, Can you help me get it ranked again? And I was like, sure, here's what I would do, so on and so forth. Because like, I don't really want to be shilling Amazon listing services like SEO. We've taken like so many recently. I don't mind taking the money, but it's just like the money isn't as interesting as SaaS revenue for me right now. But anyways, if you guys need help with it, DM me on X. We'll work something out. But I like giving you guys all the sauce. Now, what I want to do next is I want to give you a full-on example beginning to end, okay? First off, Spirulina powder. Crazy keyword, all right? 32K global searches a month. And if you go on the American version, I'm in Canada, right? So if you go to the American version, you'll notice number 1 is an Amazon listing. Wow, guys, look at that. Okay? Amazon listing. How much? 12K. 12K a month. Holy cow. And they recently got there. Pretty saucy, all right? So if another client has Spirulina powder as a product and I see this, I'm like, yo, very high likelihood we can destroy them, all right? Look how many backlinks they have. 3. So what would I pitch, first of all? I would pitch, you just need 1 month of service. We probably charge like anywhere from 1,500 to 3K one time, and then you'll be done. All right. Here's what I would do. So how does the URLs work typically on an Amazon listing is everything before a stop, how do I say it? The first symbol typically is a hyphen, but in here, everything before this up to a certain amount of characters is the URL. So what I want to say to clients is once we start service, you cannot change the title, because if they change the title, the URL will change, right? I would love Spirulina powder to be as in the beginning as possible. So if organic Spirulina powder was the first here up front, I'll be very happy. All right. Next up, I would optimize this part, the about this item. I call it the product description, but it's not really. You'll notice that the product description on Google is just the first like sentence here. All right. Next up, you need to optimize the actual product description here. Most of the time they do images, but there's FAQ. All right. Go crazy on the FAQs. Typically you can also add like a block of text here, SEO text. I got you. All right. And then after that, you just follow the SOP to a T. All right. Build backlinks, browser blast. If you don't rank, tier. If you still don't rank, repeats steps 3 to 9. That's it. I gave you guys all the sauce. You guys can go out and pitch Amazon clients if you want. But yeah, that's it. Let me answer some questions from the day before. And guys, if you guys like actionable episodes like this, go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment Amazon SEO so I know you guys want it. And let me answer some questions from the previous episode. Have you ever tested sending tier 2 PBNs to your PR distribution links? No, I haven't. That's a good idea though. That'd be a very interesting case study. Why does it randomly freeze and it's not edited out? Because we just ship fast and break things. It's not worth it. They're bot followers with fake engagement farming metrics. Probably you're right. All right, case study. Thank you very much. Influencers, SEO. Thank you. All right, guys, that's it for now. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.